Okay, welcome you guys. Happy Thursday night. I want to welcome you to our business opportunity event with Plexus. And so we do this event once a week, and we do it to share kind of our business testimonies and how we got started and why we got started with the business. And then we want to share with you, if you are interested in getting, started with your own business, how you can easily duplicate what we did and how you can do it as well. So with that being said, my name is Jennifer Cobb. I am a diamond with Plexus. I have been doing this for 3 years, and I just love sharing this opportunity because I'm going to share my testimony in a couple minutes here. But I love doing these events because I started for this business. And so that's just kind of my passion, and it kind of just has really changed the trajectory of my family's life. And so I love to just share that and hopefully bless others to be able to do the same. So with that being said, my sweet friends are on here, Caitlin and Carina, and we are going to start with Caitlin. And Caitlin is just, when you get to hear her speak, you will hear her infectious energy. She is a military spouse and getting ready for her husband to deploy. So thank you again, Caitlin. I thank you and James all the time, but thank you for your service. And so Caitlin she is a senior gold in our company. So that is the 5th rank in the company. And she is literally about to hit the next rank, like any minute, like it's like having a baby. We're like almost there. But anyway, so I'm going to have Caitlin share her testimony and kind of how and why she got started. So it is all you, Caitlin.
Hi, everyone. I'm Caitlin. My husband and I are currently stationed in Virginia right now. And I initially started Plexus because I got diagnosed with PCOS in 2014. And I was battling all the issues, the weight issues, infertility issues. I was ready to take a nap an hour after I woke up in the morning. I had no energy for anything. And one of my friends, my sponsor, Vicky, she is the one who I found who was doing Plexus. And I reached out to her, and I was like, for the longest time, we played kind of chase game. I was like, this can't be real. I just couldn't believe it. So I finally pulled the trigger. I finally signed up, and my first initial was to just start for the products. And lo and behold, the products made me feel great. Like I had this endless energy. I could go for hours. I just felt better. I walked around feeling lighter. I was losing weight, everything. And then, I don't know, maybe like a couple weeks later, I was like, I think I really want to do the business. And all of a sudden I just jumped in, I dove in, and I went super fast, really fast. I've been doing this just under a year, Jen? Just under a year. And I am a senior gold. And I cannot even tell you the amount of friendships that I have made. And then on top of that, the financial freedom that it's giving me and my husband, because I am a stay-at-home mom of 2 kids. I have a 5-year-old daughter and an almost 2-year-old son. And it helps so much when you're a stay-at-home mom and your husband's working all the time, just to have that extra income, paying off debt, or, I've been able to pay our mortgage, like literally just put a full Plexus paycheck towards our mortgage. And that is just mind blowing to me, because you think so many people in this business, you think that's not real. You can't make that kind of money, but you can. You see Jen, you see my sponsor, Vicky, and so many other people in this company are making huge amounts of money and paying off so much stuff so fast, or using it to whatever they want. And it has truly been life-changing for me, my family, and my health, and even my kids' health, because I have my kids on Plexus too.
I love that, Caitlin. And so, like, when you started, did you have, because I think you'd be a really good person to ask this question. Did you have like a dollar amount in mind, like what you needed to make per month? Or were you just like, I'm just going to shoot for the stars? Like, which were you when you first started?
So initially I was like, it'd be cool to have like this, set amount of just a couple $100s a month. But then I really set my mind into like, I'm just going to go for it because whatever extra I can bring in would be super beneficial for the family. And so I strive, like, each month when I'm working towards a goal, I'm thinking, what could I do with that extra amount of money this month to pay off debt? So initially at first it was like, oh, just this. But then I was just like, I want it all. I want to go big. I want to go home. Let's bring it all in.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I love that. And that's something, a reason why I asked you that is because when we're going through this call tonight, I want you to be thinking, kind of what that would be for you. Like, what would be your goal, right? Because it doesn't have to be where Caitlin is or where I am. It could be, I just want an extra $300-400 a month or 500, could be 1,000, 2,000, whatever that number is. Kind of start thinking that, because that's why you're here on this call. Right? You're here on this call, everybody's here on this call because they have a goal and they have a dream and they have a desire to be somewhere, so I just wanted to share that. So thank you, Caitlin, so much. Okay. So our next guest is Carina, and thank you so much, Carina, for being here. Carina is a mom of 3, and she works full-time as a physical therapist assistant. I hope I got that right. And she's been doing that for about 10 years. So if you are listening to this call and when you hear Carina speaking and you're like, I have a full-time job, or I do this, I could never manage this, like, see what Carina has done. So Carina, take it away.
Okay. I think I'm having a little bit of internet issues, so let me know if you can hear me. Everything's good. Okay. All right. Awesome. Okay. So, yep. Mom of 3, 6, 3, and 10 months. My husband and I are both in the healthcare field. I've always been really passionate about helping people. At the time I think it was 2019, Vicki, and I've known Vicki for a long time. We've worked together back at another physical therapy place years ago. And so she reached out to me and I was like, that sounds really nice, but I don't have the money for that. And I'm not really interested in the business. I was just in a really dark place. I had a lot of back issues going on. My mental health was really suffering. So I kind of pushed it off, and it was about a year. She stuck with me for a year and was like, no, girl, you really need to do this. So I finally jumped on board. This was maybe last year, early 2020. That was January. Found out I was pregnant with baby number 3 in February. And as we all know, in 2020, March was pretty horrific. So I kind of took a little bit of a step back from the business and then from the products, because my pregnancy was high risk and it was just a mess. So I wanted to focus on just my family and getting through, virtual kindergarten at home with our 6-year-old. So it was just crazy. But then the beginning of this year, January, I was like, you know what? I'm all in. I'm feeling like crap. I'm tired of feeling like crap. I'm tired of struggling with money. We were years ago, maybe I think in 2018, we were down to 1 car. We had such horrific debt that we were selling off our cars. The 1 car that we had, we actually still drive, was a gift from my in-laws. We had zero money, negative money, literally worrying about where the money is going to come from to put food on the table and gas in the car so that we could get to work. I'm working day shift. My husband was working night shift. We're still with that schedule, but it was almost like we had to do that because we had to have 1 car. And we couldn't afford to have childcare. So somebody needed to be home during the day and somebody needed to be working. And then we switch. We're doing the same schedule now because it works for our family and not necessarily because we have to. We don't worry anymore about if it's payday or not. If we need food and the kids eat like crazy, we go out to the store and we buy whatever they need. We don't have to worry about gas money anymore. We have this huge dream. We had to sell our pop-up camper years ago. We have this huge camping dream. And this year we went out and we bought a new to us travel trailer, and we've been camping all summer. We can afford to stay at campsites. We can afford the food for camping. We can afford new shoes for our kids to go camping. It's just incredible. I mean, I can't even describe how this has blessed my family. I mean, it's just incredible, health-wise, financially. I mean, it's just been such a huge blessing, and I just want to tell everybody about it, because certainly we wouldn't be in this happy place if it wasn't for Plexus.
Oh my gosh, Carina, I love your story. I feel like, I mean, if anybody can relate to that, I mean, honestly, just, you don't even have to put it in the comments, but I mean, I can relate so much to your story. And so I'm just so glad that you found this, and like you said at the end, right? It's so hard to not share this. Like, you want to share this with other people because you've seen what it's done for you, and you don't have to worry about, where that food is coming from. That's nothing that any mom should ever have to worry about. They just shouldn't. So Carina, I applaud you for your bravery and for just your hard work. You and Caitlin, I mean, both of you on paper could have every reason and excuse in the world to not be able to do this business, or just to say, well, I don't have time, or I'm busy because of this or that, So I just want to thank you guys so much for sharing. It warms my heart. And this is why I'm doing this. So, I'm going to go ahead and make sure everybody's muted. Okay. So the reason why I love to do these opportunity calls is because of women like Caitlin and women like Carina, and so many more of you on here. Like, I see you in the comments, and it gets me all choked up, because this opportunity is literally for anyone. I can tell you that with 100% certainty. But we might just come from different places and different reasons for needing to start and wanting to start this business. And so I want to share why I started this business and what it has done for me, very similar to Carina and Caitlin. So I started this business out of a place of need. So my husband had lost his job. I was a stay-at-home mom. I have 4 boys. I don't have 4 boys. Oh, good Lord. I have 3 kids, 3 boys, promise, 3 boys. I have 3 boys, and I was probably thinking of my husband. Has anybody else thought of like their husband as a child? Yeah. But anyway, I'm surrounded by men is what it comes down to. And and so my husband had lost his job. And like I said, I was staying at home. And so before I was a stay-at-home mom, I was a pharmaceutical rep for 13 years. And I loved that part of my life, but it just got to be really too hard. I was traveling. I was leaving my kids for days at a time. Literally, I wasn't staying overnight, but I would leave at like 7:30 in the morning, get home at like 9 at night. So I basically saw them when they woke up, but I didn't get to put them to bed. And that was just really, really, really hard. And so when my husband got this job and got a promotion, it was like, okay, you can stay home now. Like, I'm good. And so, well, that said job was lost in a day, if anybody can relate to that. And it was kind of just a shock. We had just paid off all of this debt, which sounds like a wonderful thing, but we had literally 3 months of savings in the bank, 3 months, and never thought we'd come into like an emergency situation. And so there we were. And so that money went out very quickly. Every dollar that went out, I knew was not going to be replaced. And so that was just a really stressful, that was definitely the lowest point in my life. That was in May, and I started my Plexus business in August. So May to August were probably the darkest months of my life in 2018. And just, we had to rely on the government. We were on Medicaid and we were on food stamps because it really got bad really, really quickly, to the point where I was like, we don't have food to put on the table for these kids. And so, that was my low. And I had seen my friend Marianne on Instagram. She was sharing about this pink drink. I had seen her sharing for months, and I was just like, she's just this crazy happy lady that shares about this pink drink and has fun, doing laundry while having 5 kids. Like, I always just thought, like, wow, like, imagine being that happy and doing laundry and having 5 kids. And so I didn't join for the products, but the pink drink always did kind of like intrigue me. And then one day, it was on July 12th of 2018, Marianne talked about how she was earning a 6-figure income sharing said pink drink. And I remember I like stopped in my tracks. I'm like, what? This drink that this woman shares every day, she's making 6-figure income sharing this? Is she serious? And so I messaged her on Instagram and I was like, are you really making 6 figures? And she was like, yes, I am. And I was like, okay, because she's like, yes, that's me. She's on this call. She's a real person. And I was like, okay, well, because if you really are, I need this. Then how do I get this? How could I make this? And she said, well, I would help you. And you can earn like $1,000 your first month. And I was like, really? Like, oh my gosh. Okay, fine. I'm like, sign me up. So I did not join for the products, did not know that I needed the products. And that's a whole nother call. We have other calls on the products. So if you're interested of that, let us know and we will direct you to those calls. They happen every week. But so I started my business on August 1st, ordered my products on July 12th, but didn't start my business till August 1st. And literally the rest is history. And I know that sounds so cliche and like Disney movie like, but the rest is history. I just kept sharing and sharing. And then I found women who were in similar situations to me. It's just who I attracted at the time, but you don't have to be in my situation. You don't have to be in Caitlin's situation. You don't have to be in Carina's situation. You need to be in your situation, which could be, like, I just bought a new house and I would love to cover my mortgage. That could be your situation. And your husband has a great job and you're just like, I would love to have $1,500 a month to cover my mortgage, or $500 for private school, or whatever the case is. And so I did not earn $1,000 my first month, sorry to say, but I did earn $1,642 my first month. So I made more than what I was told I could make, which is like a great problem to have, right? And then it just kept going up and up and up and up. And so quickly, like, my belief just kept growing and growing and growing. And I knew from day one that I could do it. I knew I could. I was like, if she can do this, and Marianne is amazing, don't get me wrong, but she's not a magician, and I'm like, if she can do this, I can do this, And so I want you guys to know, when you are listening tonight, if I can do this, you can do this. If Marianne can do this, you can do this. If Caitlin can do this, you can do this. If Carina can, you can, right? And you have to just constantly be telling yourself that with any business that you start. The difference with this business is this business costs right now $1 to start, right? Normally it's $9.95, but $1 to start. So you're not like putting out this massive amount of money and you're just sitting there praying, like, is this going to work? Is this going to work? Is this going to work? It will work. And you have literally nothing to lose, right? You have nothing to lose. If you start this business and you fall flat on your face, like, message your sponsor and be like, can I have my $1 back? Like, because they'll give you your $1 back, right? Because that's how little you have to lose. So here I am 3 years later. Like I said, I started August of 2018. We're now in August of 2021. I don't know how time flies, but it does. And I am earning an incredible 6-figure income in the amount of around $30,000 a month. And so I know that number, it's hard for me to say. Did you hear I kind of like swallowed? Like, a communication expert would totally have gotten me on that one, right? Because it's a really hard number to say. It's a hard number to grasp, and it's hard to believe. But I want you to know that it is the truth. And I am looking at who's on this call, and I'm not the only one that is earning that kind of income doing this business. And that might not be what your goal is, and that's okay. That doesn't have to be your goal. Like, when I started, I wasn't like, yeah, Marianne, I need to be making $30,000 a month. Like that was not a conversation that I had with her, right? The conversation was like, I need to survive and I need an income and I need it right now. Now, did I know I could succeed and make it to the top? Heck yes. But I didn't have that number tied to it. So with that being said, I just am going to share my screen and I'm just going to go through just real quickly. I'm going to go through this because I want to make sure we are done here in 7 minutes, but I'm going to go through kind of how you can get started and what you can earn this month if you are just starting. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Okay. I have children upstairs and they're loud. So if you hear them, I apologize. I don't know where we go, present. Okay. This is our team. So kind of what you just saw. I don't even think I need to reiterate this. We are from all walks of life. Some are stay at home, some are full-time working, some are part-time, teachers, homeschool teachers, former corporate world, hello me, and so much more. So who is Plexus? You can just read through this as I'm talking. Plexus is an incredible company. I personally know the CEO, the president, vice president, and they are just incredible humans with good hearts. And the one thing I do want to point out for sure is that Plexus is an A+ BBB rating, so Better Business Bureau rating. So that means they literally cannot get any better. They cannot do any better than they already are. And so if you are looking at other companies, this is the first thing I do ask that you look at, because you do not want to join a company that has less than an A+ rating. So what is Plexus? Plexus is, it's all natural, non-GMO, gluten-free, and soy-free products. If you are human and you are breathing, you can take Plexus. We have kids all the way up through adults. My youngest son is obsessed with the kids' vitamins. They taste like sprees, but they are incredibly good for kids. They are so good. They're a chewy probiotic and vitamin in one, and it's incredible. We have products for gut health, weight loss, nutrition, skincare, and just overall wellness. So there is something for everyone. And so why Plexus? So you do not have to, there's no required purchases. You literally just order your own products every single month. MLMs, I think, get a really bad stigma because you might have to go and buy like a ton of inventory. With Plexus, there is zero inventory because nobody has time or place to store other companies' things, right? There is no parties. So yes, especially in these times, this is wonderful. You do not have to throw parties. If you want to, sure, but you do not have to throw one party. I have not ever thrown a party in 3 years, and probably I will never, but that's just me. There is no quota. You go at your own pace. Nobody says to you, like, you have to do this month. You do what you wish and you choose every single month. So you literally are in business by yourself, or for yourself, but definitely not by yourself because you have a team that backs you up. So do you remember when I was talking about how much I earned my first month? So if I had joined this August of 2021, remember I said I earned $1,642, I would have earned $2,218 my first month. So what does that mean for you? That means that Plexus has increased their bonuses. So now is the time to join because the money is just off the charts. And so, okay, what's a referral bonus? So scratch Plexus for 1 second. You go to Target and there's a huge sale and you are obsessed with these new, the new Hearth and Hand collection, let's just say, right? And it's all on sale, it's on clearance. What are you gonna do? You're gonna go and you're gonna tell all your friends, right? You're just gonna go and share that. You're like, oh my gosh, you have to go to Target. Like Joanna Gaines just put out the cutest new blah, 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 and it's on sale, right? And you're gonna do that because by nature, we are professional sharers. I don't care if you are a man or a woman, adult, child, whatever, you are going to share things you love. Kids play video games, they love it, they share it with their friends, right? Everyone shares. And so the difference is when you start sharing these products, which you will love. If you have not ordered or started or tried the product yet, I can put my money down and say you will love the products. And so you're going to share it. And so what happens? Plexus rewards you with these bonuses. So literally by sharing with one friend, you make $35, 3, 407, 6, 7, 15, 10, 1,359 people. Do you know 10 people? Like seriously, if you're not like busy with your hands right now, put it in the chat. Yes, I know 10 people, right? If you know 10 people, you can earn $1,359 this month. 20 people. Do you know 20 people? I think we all know 20 people, right? $2,218 this month. So it is just an incredible opportunity, and people are going to just be so thankful for you. Even if they don't want an income, they're going to be so thankful for you for feeling better and for their health. Okay, so let's chat income. So when you heard from Caitlin and Carina at the beginning of the call, they are both senior gold. So this is the income for a senior gold. So when you look at monthly, that is the income, and then yearly. And they are well on their way to Ruby, so which is incredible. But you can basically look at this and say, hey, okay, which one of these is what I need right now? Remember I said to kind of think of that number at the beginning of the call. And so just think about that, like which number would cover a need for you. And you know what, maybe you're like, I feel really bad, I don't have any needs. Like we are very well off, we do fine, my husband has a great job, I have a great job, whatever the case. Then what kind of additional income or like additional stream of income would you be looking for right now? I talked to someone today, did a Zoom with somebody today. If she is on this call, she does not have to say she is on this call. I will not say her name, but she is one of those people. She does not need any money, but she said she wants additional income, and she told us the number of what she wants per month. And so, you know, you might be in that situation, and that is fine too. And so this just kind of explains the people on our team. We have 7 diamonds, 6 emeralds, 8 senior rubies, 11 rubies, 25 senior golds, so on and so forth. So there are so many women earning these incomes. It's just absolutely incredible. And so now you're thinking like, okay, I'm kind of intrigued. This sounds great, but I don't even know what I would share. I have no idea what I would share. So you can go 2 routes. You could take pictures of yourself with your drink, and that is perfectly fine. You could take pictures of yourself at the pool with your kids and your drink. I do this all the time. I think I did this yesterday. I took a picture of my drink at the pool. You can use, we have images like these. We love taking images on this team. And so we create this content and we share it with you. There is nothing, like I said before, that you have to do on your own. So that is the beauty of this team. Among so many other things, we work together so seamlessly, but you do not have to create anything on your own. So that is all that we have for you. I just want to thank you so much for coming here tonight. And I hope that you were inspired, maybe by one of our stories, all of our stories. Maybe you were thinking during the call, okay, I need this, and here's why, and here's how much I need to earn. And so what I want you to do is I want you to go back to whoever invited you to this call, and I want you to be real with them. I want you to be real, and I want you to say, you know what, Sarah, I always use the name Sarah, like, you know what, Sarah, I really was intrigued by this. I'm kind of uncomfortable about this part. I don't know how I would handle that. But I really do need this. And here's what I would be looking to earn. Do you think this is possible for me? And if so, can you help? You know, go back and say that, because we will help you. There are amazing women on this team, and this is what we do best. So thank you so much for being on this call. Thanks, Caitlin. Thanks, Carina, for sharing. And you guys have a great weekend. Tomorrow's Friday. Bye, guys.